guys, can you hear me? Okay, so I think we should start. Today we're gonna have a very casual community call, not like hardcore compared to like the previous one, because like our team just I think like get back from Sub0 in DevCon, as you already see in the community call banner. So can you see my screen now? So today we're gonna talk about like Polkadot Sub0 reset, DevCon 7 Bangkok recap. Can you you guys like see the screen? So like hear me clearly. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of things to talk about, like on the previous Polkadot Sub0, especially about like the technical advancement and also the upcoming roadmap for the Polkadot ecosystem, and also like related to the technology you already seen. Like after like 1 year, that like OpenGuild hosts a lot of community call about like them, and also like the upcoming roadmap of Polkadot. So I think like all you guys are already quite familiar with Polkadot right now. We're gonna talk about what next for Polkadot. Let's call this community call as OpenGuild reset. And here's like one of the moments that I captured from DevCon that I really like. Right, so for the Polkadot roadmap, we have the official roadmap right here. I think like people just posted an updated version in the chat, but I don't have it, so I just use this one. The first thing we want to talk about is the Polkadot Cloud. So the Polkadot Cloud is basically what we are having for Polkadot right now. Are you ready about like Polkadot 1.0, Polkadot 2.0? So with Polkadot Cloud, we have some feature related to core time already on mainnet. For example, like HO core time, async backing, and also elastic scaling. Elastic scaling is still in progress for the development, and it's gonna be released soon. Maybe around like next next quarter in like the beginning of 2025. ECFv5 gonna like bring more features to the purchase that they can like manage the fee more efficiently. So we have auto swap fee tokens. Also, I use a DeFi fee limit, um, complex asset transfer, and power cross-chain origin. So all these feature gonna bring like more power to the hand of XCM user that they can manage the token, manage the asset transfer easily, and also like more like customizable. Related to the UX, one of the biggest feature I expect it to be mainnet soon, gonna be like unified address format. So I think like if you are from like Ethereum and you also like use all the blockchain, all the like layer 2 blockchain, you're gonna see like all the address on Ethereum currently is unified. So this also like similar to that one, because of now like all the parachange, all the services built on Polkadot protocol gonna have one unified address format, and you don't have like to remember each of them or like mistakenly like copy the wrong address and send to like other people. So right now like they just have to for the wallet builder, they just have to build a wallet switching, and then like people just copy the same one address to the wallet, and then I select the network, then like you can transfer easily. Even like right now, like if like there's one parachange doesn't exist and you transfer to that parachange, I don't know if it's possible, but it still work because right now like the address is consistent and you cannot change it in the future. Not as a universal fee token. So this one is also like quite impactful because like right now like, you're gonna bring more economic value to the dot token. So recently like they just one proposal submitted, and also like the improvement already on mainnet that like the dot inflections on the treasury. It's already approved. So right now, like instead of like 10% of the inflation as the inflation rate, you're gonna just have like 8% for the whole treasury, for the whole staking reward. For the whole staking mechanism, so only like 8% inflation rate. That is gonna like also like bring more economic value in the long term to the dot token. Then with this upgrade, also like what we should pay more attention. Polkadot hook. We also like talk about the Polkadot hook in the next slide. But Polkadot hook basically a set hook of Polkadot, but they make Ethereum compatible asset hook. That means like now the asset hook can also accept actually this is smart contract. Also a smart contract like written in other language that can be compiled to EVM bytecode like Viper or FL language. So this upgrade already pushed to the Western asset hook. Right now, you can also like push like write a Solidity contract and deploy it on Western runtime. So right now, in the next quarter in 2025, gonna has this upgrade on Kusama. So you can it's gonna be like become the official thing, and you're gonna have like a similar experience on Polkadot, like on Ethereum. And on the second quarter of 2025, we're gonna have this upgrade on Polkadot. Another thing that I need to mention is in the minimal relay change. There are like all the features of the relay change, like stacking balances and also the governance. OpenGuild, as you know, gonna be separated to its own system per change, which bring more customizability and also like flexibility in the network that you can like they can like scale the feature easily. Now the relation just have to focus on the security and become like its own interoperability hook and the security hook instead of like trying to having too many features like balances, stacking or governance. Also related to the Polkadot hook, we have the and OMT nominated like I don't remember the name of it, but NOMT is basically a mercury from proposed by Bob Rob, which is like the co-founder of Polkadot. So this the structure will be applied to the Polkadot hook, or we can also like call it like asset hook, Ethereum compatible asset hook, as mentioned. This feature gonna scale the asset hook similar to the highly synchronous blockchain like Solana or Sui, because now like this mercury is like a very complex structure that store on the state of the blockchain, and now we have like a better structure that can scale and support like billions of account on a 4 terabyte SSD, as you can see on the slide. And also like targeting like 20,000 scale transaction per second for V1 and potential for chip scaling with multiple SSD and SD improvement, fully authenticated and ready for interoperability. Another key things that we here, the performance goal for the NOMT V1 gonna be 25,000 per transaction per second with 1 billion accounts, which is extremely impressive. We're gonna expect like the upcoming wave of like new transactions on like Polkadot asset hook, and it can also like open for more near things like meme trading, like on other ecosystem. So there's a link called contract.polkadot.io that you can find all the information related to the Polkadot hook. And you, for example, here you can like connect to the asset hook using the MetaMask. It's crazy, right? Like before, like, if you want to connect to asset hook, you have to use wallet like Talisman or Subwallet, wallet that are compatible natively with the Polkadot ecosystem. But right now, like, all the wallet that compatible with Ethereum, like MetaMask, Random, and you can use all those for asset hook as well. And deploy on your first contract and asset hook. You can also use Remix IDE, but this Remix IDE version is different from what you know for the remix IDE of Ethereum, because like this remix IDE doesn't use EVM under the hood, but it's use like Polka VM, which is faster. So you can definitely also try it. It's basically like similar to all other remix IDE you see on the market right now, but this one is customized just for the Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah, and you can also like use all the libraries or on the Ethereum client side. What you use for like Vim and also like Ether.js, you can also use that for Polkadot as well. Just change the RPC URL to the RPC URL of Asset Hub, and everything's gonna work perfectly. Okay, and there also the architecture section here that if you're interested, you can also like read about it. It basically like still use like if you're a software engineer and you're interested in it, it's basically still your pilot contract, but like the next version of pilot contract called pilot revive is used like Polka VM under the hood instead of WebAssembly. Okay, so that's about like Polkadot hood, and I hope like there gonna be more and more like Solidity developer join the ecosystem, because like in 2025 we're gonna our OpenGuild community gonna like have the hackathon with in Hanoi. That like expect the builders to build like a lot of like Solidity smart contract on Polkadot hook. So hope you guys are prepared for it. The next one gonna be the Jam. Jam is going already like make the big news, big announcement throughout the 2024, and yeah, like we have the more structured slide, and also um, the more structured slide from and presentation from Kevin Wood in Sub0. But the goal for Jam right now is, even though it's still in the development phase, I don't know if you guys see it, but like there's a like Jam start faster. I'll show you guys. Anyway, yeah, talk about this first. So about Jam, we're gonna have the first version of Jam. The first version of Jam, or like the first milestone, is currently in development, and all the Jam team is working on it. And right now, like it's already have the initial draft, segmented DA, and also like other accommodations. Like some key feature of Jam already like finished, and they are working on the next the next key features like PVM networking and also the services. We expect like in the last quarter of 2024, we're gonna have the Jam SDK that like allow merchant team to convert their purchase to a Jam service, and these merchants can run perfectly and use all the feature of Jam, which is especially faster. And so like there's a awesome core features of Jam that currently in development, and also like haven't started yet, like core boot, core VM, core chain, and core blade. I don't have time to explain on this, but like if you're interested, you can watch the video from Gavin Wood. I'm gonna show you later. So for Jam, if you're not familiar with it, so Jam basically is just like supercomputer. In Jam, like we don't have the concept of like a robot, but like all the things that run on top of Jam, we basically call a service, similar to like your laptop, right? Yeah, on your laptop, everything runs on top of it, basically called an application, instead of like trying to use some tech jargon like robot. And Jam also like form the basic of Web3 cloud. This is like the next level of the Polkadot cloud. So like after Polkadot cloud, also like Polkadot hook, we're gonna have Jams at the next thing. What else? So some key numbers of Jam here. So like Jam can combine like data hosting up to like 1.6 terabytes, and also like 682 megabytes per second, which is like a very crazy number. And compute functionality like 345 like AMD. I don't know why it's like this number mean, but yeah, I expect like it's gonna be extremely fast. Right, so here also another visualization from Jam. We can imagine like Jam have visualization. Like you have like the outer circle and the inner circle. The outer circle gonna be like all these hosting gonna be sit on this level, and the inner core gonna be like the fully coherent reactor that like process all the outer surface that like work package. If you need to learn more about Gem to understand this visualization, but it's basically what it means. So why do we need Gem? So like from Gavin Wood, because like for Ethereum also like the layer 2s roll up right now. We have like a very technical patterns with like the slow interop between like the layer 2s roll up on Ethereum, high incurrence, and also like persistent partition and patchy, centralizing and costly ZK like to run for like this all the ZK rollup out there, like for to process the data, utilize the ZK broker, and it's process the data in a very centralized way. With like the costly and require like a lot of like high computing power to process all the proof. Also, like we don't only like try to pass the layer 2 ecosystem of Ethereum, but also like Polkadot as well. As you already in Polkadot and or you new to Polkadot, you will know that Polkadot have like a very interoperable ecosystem that is quite large. But in that way, like it's also like bring a very high barrier to entry. It's like it try to cover a lot of things. So for the new developers that who just focus on the smart contract side, on board on the Polkadot ecosystem is quite, I don't know, like tiresome, because like you don't not only have the concept of contract, but you only also have the concept of the app change. And yeah, so Jam gonna solve that. Okay. So that's all the things that I know about Sub0 and also DevCon, but I also have all the things that to share. So in the Sub0 event, OpenGuild also have an event called like Sub0 Bangkok Challenges. So if you guys, I think like there's some people here, like Dustin already like tackle this challenge. Like for other like OpenGuild community member, if you haven't seen that this challenge report yet, so I recommend you guys to see it, because like, we spend a lot of time on prepare it. So about this Sub0 Bangkok challenge, it's gonna provide you all the skill set to, for example, like build the parachain, also like connect with the parachain to the UI using like the client library, and also like using small client to query and processing data. So it's gonna break down to 3 challenge here. So the first challenge, as I mentioned, gonna be about using transaction and client to collect and process data. And like you're gonna given the skeleton code, then your goal is to process all the data and put it into the output report. The second one gonna be set an on-chain identity from the client with DDoT. Here, like you using the DDoT client library, and you're gonna set, like follow all the challenge to tackle it. The last challenge gonna be building a parachain for solo chain. Already given one community code just to talk about it before the Sub0 event. But like if you interested, you can also like revisit it and tackle the challenge. So yeah, we currently like there's no bounty for this, but like if you interested, maybe like you should revisit it and work on this challenge, because I think it's quite fun. What else? There's another one that I want to give a sneak peek to the community. So in 2025, we're gonna have bootcamp. So the bootcamp prepared by OpenGuild, and this bootcamp gonna like prepare you all the skill set for you to build a blockchain, and also like using like building a smart contract on like Polkadot Loop. This bootcamp have this bootcamp have first gonna be the Rust programming language. Second one gonna be like building a blockchain with Polkadot SDK. that like it's gonna cover you from like what is a Polkadot SDK, with Substrate, create a new blockchain using Substrate, break down the node architecture, Omni-node and umbrella thread, Polkadot SDK version, understanding the sharded network design of Polkadot, how to run a collator node, running a relation network on a local network, introduction to Cumulus, availability core, Azure Core Time and Core Chart Marketplace, acquire core, deploy purchase on Plaza Network, XCM location, XCM executor, and all the things. Yeah, so like it basically cover you like all the knowledge that you need to build a purchase on Polkadot. So if there are any like team, any like individual like who want to deep dive into the technical into the technology of Polkadot, I recommend you to follow this bootcamp when we release it. The third module going to be like smart contract development. But this third smart contract development don't expect you to use ink to develop a smart contract, but use Solidity. So now you also like learn everything you learn in Ethereum that are using like Solidity to use smart contract, and also but you know learn some other advanced knowledge related to like Solidity on PVM, and also I guess like additional advanced code. So this is still in development, and yeah, if there anything that you guys want to learn, just feel free to give in the group chat of OpenGuild, and we're gonna like put it down and prepare for the bootcamp. And that's sneak peek. Hey, what else? Okay, I gonna recap a bit about my DevCon experience, because we also like talk about DevCon, right? I'm gonna recap a bit about my DevCon experience, and then we gonna invite maybe now that I'm gonna invite other guys. Is it like Ipo? Like if Ipo here, like, you can join me also like to recap about the experience. Again, I learned from Ethereum. So from this Ethereum DevCon experience, so this is actually my first experience with DevCon, and I learned a lot from it. But there's also a few key things that I just noted down because like I mainly for like please be aware that I mainly follow the I think that we have with DevCon passport here. Mainly follow the core protocol we get in DevCon. Okay, so maybe like I'm gonna like go through a bit. I didn't prepare for this one, but yeah, maybe like gonna go through a bit about this DevCon passport. Like you guys, if you are interested in like joining DevCon in the future, you're gonna be like well prepared with all these kinds of application. So in DevCon, like when you buy a ticket, it's gonna cost you around like $20 to like $50, depend on if you like apply for like the builder application. If you like approve for the builder applications, you're gonna receive like a $50 ticket. So when you have that ticket, you're gonna go to the DevCon passport. You're gonna file all these section in the DevCon. There's up to like 600 like talk in the DevCon, and here's like some of the talk that I follow. It's mainly related to like the core protocol and developer experience. From what I learned, so like Ethereum right now, in the upcoming years, maybe like to like 2030, it's gonna be a goal. They're gonna be a goal to develop a beam change. Yeah, there's gonna be a goal to develop a beam change, and this goal gonna be up to like 7 years from now. So this is still a thing that like there's gonna be a lot of upgrade and improvement that you have to follow. The next thing I learned is about the seven big upgrade prepare for the beam change from Ethereum. There's also a book from Vitalik. I don't have the photo here, but there's a very cool book that you can wrap it and like learn about all the upgrade. But as far as I know, so like the Ethereum ecosystem also like mainly try to focus on like the scalability and interoperability, also the security, which like all the Polkadot ecosystem already and also like trying to resolve. And yeah, like it's hard for me like to dive deep onto like these things and try to recap on those. But yeah, if Paul, like, if you here, maybe like, you can help me to also like, recap your experience.
Hi everyone. So I think overall, like the DevCon experience is good, and I highly suggest and everyone that like developer, like even though you don't want to buy the tickets, there's still like side event, and there are some side event for education with the EduDAO, and there was like a lot of smart student and they researcher like PhD people, and they have like many different topic. And one of the like favorite event is from the rare skill. Uh,
You talking Ipo?
so I share the rare skill like link, and this is like the top tier education for blockchain at the moment. And I saw some of the speaker and some people out there, and they are very know what they are doing, and very nice people as well. So I do think like even though the rare skill bootcamp is quite expensive, like $3,000 for a bootcamp like Solidity bootcamp or Rust bootcamp or ZKP bootcamp, but like the other education content is also very good if you want to upgrade your skill. Uh, I think they are edu now. Wait a little bit. So like this is the people that I met in the side event that I think if you want to follow the academic like path, like studying and research deep and public like white paper like that that part on blockchain is now like available, and it seems like they got a lot of funding. Like so, if you like enjoy studying, I suggest like this is something that you can apply or like deep dive into it. And rescue is more like there seem to be a lot of academic people in the rescue as well, but like they target more like the application layer, like they can help you to build application or help you to study the skills that you need for your job. So if you want to look for a job, like follow it's something you can follow. And also like many of my coming content also gonna came from rescue as well. uh, and I think the ZK like also something like very interesting, and there's lots of new technology coming up. uh, not prepared for this, so let me. And another cool thing is that like there are lots of like crypto nomad people, so they will like travel around the world and joining event like joining hackathon, and it's a lifestyle that like I think a lot of people in the crypto like doing that, and they just travel around, and there's no like a fixed location, there's no office work. So so you can check out the crypto nomads, like there are event all around the world. So maybe one day like we can have like a Vietnamese crypto nomad community and travel together. Um, and I think most of that is like for me. And I'm also having the Ethereum book, and I'm learning it like slowly. And the part of like for and my expression with the Polkadot community and the Ethereum community is like the Polkadot is very like a Linus. It's like have the stereotype of the Linus like developer or like the open source people. They So if you are interested in like the Linux community or like your Linux distro, there are so many like distros at the moment. Like even though like they are super good at technology, however, like one of the points that I think like they are trying to improve with Jam is like the business opportunity or like the business in the Ethereum. That's why they start to like the Polkadot people start to working on Jam. Next week we will have Vietnamese community, so I can share like in Vietnamese because Discord don't. I think because Discord don't provide like a real time subtitles. So continue to the story. Like I think feel like the Polkadot community is very like a Linux based like stereotype of like the Linus Torvalds community. So they are very shy or like they are not like interacting a lot with the business or business. They're not really like business people. They are very like technology driven people. So they have like a lot of idea and lots of like cool technology. However, like in order to like make blockchain like expand more and I think they are trying to go to the jam direction and have like the benefit of the Ethereum. And Ethereum, like the DevCon is like big and huge, and like there are so many food and there are so many events that like everything is very overwhelming. And I think it's mostly because like they have more like business mindset, even though the technology may be a little bit behind the Polkadot, but like they very good with interacting with the user and focus more on the user experience. So that's how they can make more make money and to fund the DevCon and stuff. So I think and that's that's a summary, and I will talk more about this on the next week Vietnamese call. And yeah, so that's all. So is Victor here? Victor is not here. Uh,
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Ipo. Let's raise recap. So I want to I just remember about like the PPAX and I already share to you guys in the Discord. So the next wave of Polkadot Blockchain Academy already I open for registrations. And me myself and also like Ipo, also like the past PPA student. I highly recommend like any like, community member who like interested in like I like building a career in Polkadot and also like building a career in blockchain in general. You should like join enroll for this Polkadot Blockchain Academy. The structure for this BBAX cohort gonna be a bit different from what I joined before because like this one gonna be like online 4 weeks online and then like you're gonna have a 2 weeks offline. I think that 2 weeks offline right now is still optional, but this that is the internal information. So you're gonna still have like 44 days before the registration form close. Um, about the PPAX, you're gonna learn about like all the things related to blockchain. Related, for example, like this that the underlying data structure of blockchain, database of it, and also the networking layer, some basic concept like virtual machine, also like smart contract language, and yeah. So if you join, click on the enroll. But this course gonna cost you around like $100, but I think it's good. It's very worth it. Like 4 weeks, because you have to learn like days and night, not just like learn flexibly. Like if you learn on like other online course on the internet. Uh, that's it. So if you have any question related to PBX or also related to the Sub0, any improvement in Sub0, feel free to chat in the OpenGuild community, and then we are gonna here to help you guys answer those. And thank you for listening to this community call. And have a good night and have a good weekend.